Hi Ninjas, Nikki B, owner and founder of childcareninjas.com. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Okay, it's the F word. I know. Finances. I know it can be the scariest part of being a childcare business owner, especially when your finances are not in order and the paperwork part of it, the whole bookkeeping thing, is driving you insane. So what are you to do? Stay tuned and I'll show you. Hey there, welcome back. Okay, so one thing that will drive you insane if you do not get a handle on it early in the game is the finances. Yes, we want to bring money in. Yes, we're excited to see the dollars grow. That's all wonderful. But what happens when we don't keep track of where those dollars are going, and how much of those dollars we're bringing in is not the greatest thing. It's not the greatest piece to being a childcare business owner. So we definitely want to get a handle on our finances early in the game. We do not want to be having to always, file for extensions for our taxes to be done and things like that. And if you are doing that, then it is a good sign that your financial piece is not in order like it should be. And it is a quick way to really get yourself into some trouble. So tonight we're going to talk about different things and different things to help you get your finances under control and make sure that there is some order to your financial system, to your bookkeeping system, so that you are not going to end up in the type of trouble that could actually end up shutting down your business. Who wants that? I don't want to see that, and I know you don't. So let's definitely get a hold of what can help us grow our businesses successfully, but still keep us in the green. Okay. All right. So first things first, there are a lot of digital apps out there and digital software programs that we can use to keep our finances in order. And there's all kinds of things, like there's QUICKBOOks, there's Zero, there's I couldn't even name them all for you, but there's a lot, okay? But you definitely want to do what works for you. And in addition to doing the whole digital piece, you can also definitely find the right paperback source that can help you keep your finances in order. You want to know how much money you have coming in, not just by looking at your bank account and seeing, all the deposits that are coming in. That's the surest way to just kind of be just all over the place in your finances. You don't want to do that. You definitely want to have an invoice system set up so that you have your invoices going out to your clients and your clients paying on time. If you don't have these things set up and put into an order, then your finances, your bookkeeping, it's going to be chaotic. And if it's chaotic, you're not going to have a handle on how much money you're bringing in, and you're not going to have a handle on how much is going out. You will look up and be like, why am I in the red? Or one thing that could happen is that you will look up at the end of the year, and when you do see what money you brought in, because now it's tax season, you're going to be astonished, and you're probably going to be a little bit upset because you're going to realize, I had all this money coming in. What happened? Okay, so you don't want to end up like that. So it's so important to definitely put something in place as soon as possible. And I say whenever you start, but if you've already started, what do? You take some time and take a step back, and you figure out what system is going to work for you. Digital is great. If you are, a person that is good with computers and software and stuff like that, and you can learn that quickly, then by all means, go ahead and do that if it works for you. If not, find a system that works for you on paper, making sure that you have your income that's coming in each month, each week. And then also making sure that you are keeping track of your expenses as well. There are some very, very simple ways to do that, even if you're using a paper system. I like a combination of both, because getting my invoices paid through a PayPal or, one of those types of digital systems or softwares, it is absolutely, easy to just simply send out the invoice at the beginning of the month. And from PayPal and like a lot of other invoice systems, QuickBooks has one, they can actually pay from the email that you send, which is amazing. Some people use Cash App, which is huge these days for people sending money back and forth and things like that. And if that's a simple system that works for you, there's nothing wrong with it. Just make sure that whatever system you decide to use, it is simple and it's easy for you. You do not want to add more difficult to something that is already difficult, okay? Finances can be one of those difficult parts in your childcare business if you don't set it up and if you don't stay on it. So you have to stay on it, which is why it's so important to make it as simple as possible. So you can do, like I said, you can do a Cash App. You can do Apple Pay for those. I mean, there's just so much out there for your clients to be able to pay you in a very quick way. So that's on the income end of it. But then you also have expenses that you want to definitely keep track of, and receipts can build up like that. So you definitely want to have a system in place for dealing and handling the receipts that come into your business because of the expenses that you spend. One way to do that, and yes, it's not the simplest way, and your accountant probably won't love you at the end of the year for it, but if you stay on track of it, it might be okay. But one way to do it is just simply putting your receipts into an envelope, and this is kind of the old school way, but for some people it still works, and I don't knock anything that works, okay? But putting your receipts into an envelope, maybe each week or whatever, that's fine, but you need to get them from that envelope into something that allows you to see that expense in a report form. So if you're going to use that old school system, you're still going to need to come back to it and actually put maybe in a spreadsheet or something like that, those expenses that you have paid out from your childcare business. It is not the easiest way to do it that way. However, like I said, I don't knock anything that works. And for some people, that works. So if that's you, by all means, go ahead and do it. But just make sure you do it. And one way to do that is to make sure that you have like the same day that you handle that particular task. Maybe you use like a Friday finance day or something like that. But whatever day you choose and whatever time you choose, make sure you stay on it and make sure you do it regularly. Okay. The other thing you can do also, though, is use the digital apps and the digital systems that are available to you as well. It is so much easier to be able to just honestly nowadays take a picture of that receipt and all that information gets filled into, a little spreadsheet that you can download as a report, at the end of the month, end of the week, end of the year, whenever you need it. So that is much easier to do, but again, you still have to do it. Okay, you still have to take the picture of the receipt. You still have to, put that expense into that system. Whatever system you choose, you actually have to do it, and you have to do it regularly. And so that's why I suggested maybe having a day that you actually do your finances the same day each week, so that you don't become, one that ends up having things pile up and you have receipts all over your desk and in your purse and in your car and all these other places. If you have vendors, then they have invoices that they send you, so make sure that you put those in like a binder. Some people use a binder system, and that's wonderful too. But like I said, make sure that you find the system that works for you. There are just tons and tons of options out there. The other thing I would say is, if you are just one that just, you get caught up, you don't, you get caught up, you don't, think about, consider, because you can get it done for a very inexpensive cost these days. Think about calling in the backup. Okay. And when I say that, I'm not talking about hiring, a data entry person to come into your daycare and do that type of thing. That could be expensive, but you can use Fiverr or Upwork, one of those sites, and you can hire someone to actually put your expenses in for you on maybe a weekly or monthly basis. And that can actually be pretty inexpensive because you have someone, and usually, I won't say all, because there are tons of people who are here in the US that do use Fiverr and Upwork as an additional source of income, or, things like that. But there are a lot of people that are in other countries, and they offer this service for a very, very minimal cost. And so even on a small in-home childcare business owner budget, you can afford to have someone actually put this information in for you and help you keep it up to date and keep on it so that you don't fall behind. Because falling behind in your finances as far as bookkeeping goes is a sure way to just crash and burn. And I hate to say it, but it is. So definitely consider that, because like I said, it's inexpensive, and you can have somebody doing that for you, and you won't have to worry about that. And then you can just pull those reports down from that software that you're using, whether it's QuickBooks or something else. You'll be able to pull those reports down easily, and all that information is in there. But whatever way you choose to do it, just make sure that you do it, because like I said, this is not the area that you want to slack on. One thing I will say is keep it simple. Keep it as simple as possible with your finances. I know I say keep it simple all the time, but that's why I'm here, to help you keep it simple. So, but definitely find a way to keep it simple with your finances, because otherwise you are going to regret it to the fullest, okay? It is so nice to be able to, at tax season, just be able to just go and pull out all the reports you need and hand them over to your accountant. Or, if you do your own taxes, sometimes you might be still at a level where you do your own taxes because you're still growing, you're still starting off, and you're still in your home. But it is just the greatest feeling to have all that information in place and not have to worry or stress about getting it ready, because it's already there. Because all year long, you have been following a financial routine that has allowed you to really be at ease when it comes to this time of the year. And so I do encourage you to definitely figure out what works for you. I will leave some resources for you as far as trying to hire someone to possibly help you in this area. I will leave those resources down below in the notes, and you can click on those links, and hopefully you'll be able to find someone that can help you inexpensively. Also, I will leave some information for you, some links down below as well, for some of the software that is out there and some of the apps that are out there that can help you really keep your finances in order. And then, of course, also, if you haven't already, check out some of our resources over at childcareninjas.com on our website, because we do have some information, some resources over there that can also help you. And of course, I would not be Nikki B if I did not leave you a freebie for this week. And so, of course, since we're talking about finances, I'm going to leave a freebie that is a Fed Finance freebie for you this week. So I hope that you enjoy it whenever you download it. I hope that it is a great help to you. It will include a checklist of different things that you need to consider and make sure that you have in place for your childcare business when it comes to your finances, because there are a lot of things that you may not even think about or have not thought about that you want to keep track of. And so hopefully this free resource will help you and bring some value to you in your finances for your home childcare business. So let me know. Let me know what kind of value it's given to you. Let me know if it's been helpful. Let me know that you did it, okay? And that you are going to continue to be amazing in your finances when it comes to your childcare business. So that is what I have for you tonight. I hope that you found value in this video. If you did, please let me know down below in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe so that you can get all the notifications whenever we release a new video each week, which is every Monday. And be sure to reach out to me and connect with me on Facebook. I have the Childcare Ninja members group, and it is obviously free. We're over on Facebook, but there's a lot of free information on that inside that group, and I want you to get it. I don't want you to miss out. So definitely reach out and connect over there, and I will see you back here next week. You stay amazing, be awesome. You got this. Bye.